Morning everyone, today is the 3rd of May. I've just woken up, I'm cooking myself some poached eggs which I will have on toast, and then I'm gonna go to the gym, hit legs. I would just like to announce that this is the very first episode of my bikini prep diaries. So if you want to follow the journey to my very first competition, here we go! Breakfast this morning, got 2 poached eggs, slice of gluten-free bread with some spinach, and then I'm also having a bowl of frozen raspberries because I love them. I'm about to train and I'm still a little bit hungry. I forgot how unfilling poached eggs are compared to omelettes because I never really have them. So I'm just going to make a quick bowl of zoats, and now a lot of people always ask me how I make zoats, so I'm going to make a little video of that for you now. So what I've done here is literally grate courgette and then put it in the bowl. I've only done half a courgette. Normally I do a whole one because I'm not having as much oats as I normally would be as I'm on prep. I'm just going to add the oats, so I use gluten-free ones because I have an intolerance to gluten. So I'm literally only going to have 40 grams of oats in here. And I also decided to add 10 grams of flax seeds, just because I really like how the texture goes. Next step is just to add water and then mix. I don't know how much I'm doing. It's going to have to do this while I'm filming. Yeah, to be honest, that was probably enough water because the courgette has a lot of water in, and when you cook that, it lets water out. I'm going to put this in the microwave. And really all you need to do now is just kind of keep an eye on it. I tend to take it out every kind of minute or so and then mix it just to see how it's doing. Just taking it out, and now I'm giving it a nice little mix up, making sure it's all really mixed. And then I'm gonna pop it back in the microwave without a spoon because that would cause electric shocks. Do not put metal in the microwave. Ta-da! And then that's the kind of texture you get. And honestly, you cannot taste the courgette at all, so give it a go. Don't be scared because I promise to you now, you cannot taste it. Oh, it's really hot. Yummy! So I thought it would make sense to do a bit of a voiceover while the footage of my training is filming because just having music, it can get a bit boring. So I wanted to touch on all the small things that just don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I keep getting questions about supplements and minor details such as nutrient timing and just things like that, which in the grand scheme of things are just really irrelevant. You need to look at what your goal is, and say your goal is fat loss, then you need to make sure that you are in a calorie deficit. If you're not in a calorie deficit, any different supplement or meal timing thing is going to make absolutely or very little difference to your progress. If you want to gain muscle and you're not in a calorie surplus or at least at maintenance, then you don't need to worry about anything else because you need to make sure you're getting yourself into that calorie surplus. And then once you're in that calorie surplus, you can start thinking about other things like meal timing and small details. If you're someone that has absolutely no idea how many calories you're even consuming, I would definitely recommend just tracking it just to make sure you're above baseline or below baseline depending on whether you want to gain muscle or lose fat. I made a video about how to track macronutrients, so that could be of use to you. And I'm really sorry if I sound angry. It's just because I'm speaking in a way to make sure that my microphone picks up on my laptop because the microphone's pretty crap, and if I speak too quietly you can't hear me, and if I speak too loud it blocks it up. So I'm really sorry. I just listened to it back and I realised how angry I sound. So another topic I think is worth touching on while I'm kind of speaking about this type of thing is supplements. You need to remember that supplements are just supplements. So say you're a person that isn't eating enough protein in their diet. For example, if you don't like meat or if you're not a fan of protein-rich foods, then you're probably the type of person that is going to be needing to use protein powder. And the same goes for things like vitamin C. If you don't have enough vitamin C in your diet, then you should probably be supplementing with it to make sure that you don't get ill. You just need to remember that they are only supplements and there's only so much that they can do for you because real food is always going to be better than a powder. Remember that the reason supplement companies make money is because they sell to people. So just realize that because one BCAA says that it's going to make your muscles grow 2 times bigger just because of one study that's happened doesn't mean that there's not 1,000 other studies which prove the exact opposite. Okay, so didn't get around to filming the rest of my workout because I was doing front walking lunges and leg extensions, which is a little bit, and calf raises, which is a little bit boring. So I'm home now, got a Skype call in 1 minute, so I just grabbed a really quick post-workout snack consisting of Greek yogurt, banana and a sprinkling of oats. Gonna eat this, and then after the Skype call gonna have a proper meal. So I'll catch you in a bit. Just realised this video has quickly become a full day of eating, but now I'm having some courgette with sweet potato fries, which are kind of sweet potato noodles as well, and a kangaroo burger.
2 hours later.
So I'm just making a quick recipe that I found on YouTube for a angel food cake. As you know, I'm on prep at the moment, so I'm looking for quite high volume things, and so this is like a really low calorie, really high volume cake. I'm gonna make it now. I'll just show you how I'm making it, so then if it turns out well, which hopefully it will, then you guys can make it too. So you need 7 egg whites, and they have to come from the whole egg. 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar, a pinch of salt, a tiny bit of stevia, and finally 15 grams of whey protein powder. But we're not going to be adding this yet. First of all, here's what we need to do. Preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius and start whisking our mixture. As soon as the egg whites have hardened, you need to add the whey protein. We're going to fold the protein in rather than mixing it. Spray your pan with oil and then add the mixture. Now pop it in the oven. 10 minutes later, enjoy! I'm eating the cake and oh my god, it is really good. That is so good for the amount of calories that are in it and the macros. Like, I'm gonna be making this probably twice a day now. I didn't record in the gym because it was really loud and not very interesting at all, but I walked from my house to the gym. It's about a 20-minute walk. I always drive, but I went to do a little bit of cardio. So I did 25 minutes on the cross trainer, saw some of my friends, which was nice, and now I'm just walking back home, listening to a few podcasts, something which I honestly couldn't recommend more, because when you're just walking rather than listening to music, you're actually gaining knowledge. So for me, like, especially now that I'm doing online coaching, that is so vital. But to be honest, for anyone, the amount of different things you can learn from podcasts is absolutely brilliant, and I'll let you know a few of my favourite ones if you are interested. So last meal of the day before I go chill out with my family, watch a little bit of TV, is courgette again. It's literally the biggest lifesaver while I'm dieting, with prawns and then loads of pumpkin seeds somewhere in that bowl. Yeah, oh yeah, and it's cooked with tomato passata mixed with paprika. Tomato passata is literally just blended up tomatoes, so rather than buying like a sauce which is completely full of sugar and loads of unnecessary stuff, just use the passata and mix it with your favourite herbs or whatever, and it's just tomatoes, and it doesn't even taste tomatoey, it tastes actually like a sauce. So I'm gonna end this vlog here actually, so good night everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and please let me know what you'd like to see more of. So if you'd like to see like more vlogs or more full days of eating, because this was kind of like a half day of eating because there was loads of stuff which I didn't show you, or just more pure workout videos or more pure recipe videos, or if you just like everything all integrated all into one, just let me know, because I want to give you guys what you want. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Good night.